I'm going to start a shite Oasis tribute band. And out of respect for Liam and Noel, I'm going to do my best to be really bad at it. I'm not here to compete. I don't want to steal the limelight. I don't really have the energy for a sold out world tour right now. And I think that level of fame is just no for me. It's not for me. So why do it then? Well, recently I came across an Instagram page about shite Oasis tribute bands. And it's called Shit Oasis Tribute Bands. And I can't stop watching it. I'm obsessed with it. And one day I want my band, my shite Oasis tribute band, to be on that page. And this isn't a joke. This isn't a dig at anyone. This is me setting myself a realistic goal. And I think we can all be guilty of being a little bit too ambitious. And I don't see any problem with it at all. The only problem I've got is that the more I do it, I'll maybe start getting better at it. I don't want that. So I might just do it for one night only, just a shite Oasis band tribute act. The reason being is, when you watch the page, everybody's having fun on that stage, and they're probably getting paid more than my band. And people always say, "Oh, it must be fun to be in a band," or they think it's fun to be in a band, and it is fun to be in a band for a while. But if you enjoy being in a band, which you probably will, then you're going to spend more and more time on it, and then you start getting better at things. You get better at things when you repeat the process. So the more you do things, you get better at. Normally. Be a bit underwhelmed sometimes with all the effort you put in. So these days as well, you're expected to become a social media expert, a video editor, and you're investing money. You're just throwing money on merch, recording, rehearsal studios, on the assumption that you might get some of it back. So what's slowly happened is that you've just taken a fun hobby and it's turned into a job. In fact, it's a business, a small business. It's the music business, baby. So you start off as a work-shy musician, and you've inadvertently and accidentally got yourself a full-time job. You are the job. And the fun diminishes as you realise that you are in fact working, and you're not working for a lot of money. You wouldn't do any other job for these pitiful amounts. When you consider the anxiety, the stresses, the just making yourself vulnerable in front of an audience, and making yourself a valid target for anyone who just doesn't like what you do. And then you look at the shite Oasis tribute acts, and these guys are having fun. Forget about the musical ability. Some are better than others. Just forget about that for a second. It doesn't really matter. They're skipping all the usual stuff, like having to build a fan base or writing songs. Probably not even much or any rehearsals, because everybody in the band, anyone that's going to join an Oasis tribute band, already knows the Oasis songs. So you just skipped all that and went straight to main stages and sold out venues. And all you really need to do is just come up with a pun. It doesn't even need to be a good pun. In fact, the best tribute acts or the worst tribute acts have the worst names. You just need to have a pun based on the band name or one of their song names or their album names. It's actually quite fun even picking that name. It's just something that signals to the super fans that you're in town and you're going to be playing their favourite band's songs. And fans will turn up in their droves. They're going to turn up. They're going to sing along to every word you sing. The crowd is going to be singing back and showing love. It's like watching wrestling or something. They want to believe that you are Liam Gallagher. There might be drunk old guys in the pub that genuinely think you are Liam Gallagher. You might think that you're actually Liam Gallagher if you do it right. If you believe, you might believe that you're Liam Gallagher. And this is purely Oasis tribute acts I'm talking. I'm not talking about the other tribute bands. I've seen some tribute acts that I like. I've seen some that I didn't like. Something special and really different about being in an Oasis tribute band. Maybe it's because Liam's iconic and everybody can do an impression or a version of an impression. Everyone can do a version of an impression of Liam Gallagher. The audience knows what you're trying to do and who you're trying to be, the way you walk, what you wear, the way that you sing, the words. So this is purely Oasis that I get this feeling that I would like to join an Oasis tribute band. So yeah, just shout outs to all the shit Oasis tribute bands on Instagram for inspiring me to start my own shite Oasis tribute. No hate to anyone out there. There is no hate. This comes from a place of love. I feel love for it because I see that you're genuinely in the moment. You love it. You care for it. And you're probably making money from it without having to think too much. And I think that we could all just learn something from that. You don't need to start your own shit Oasis tribute band, but you could learn something about that. Work less, think less, have fun. Just walk on stage and pretend that you're a rock and roll star. And yeah, just dingy reality for a bit. There's got to be more. I think this that Instagram page is going to get bigger because I think there's going to be more and more and more and more and more and more and more Oasis tribute acts coming through. As Oasis gear up for a second world tour announcement, I think there's going to be a lot of them. About. I've seen people just saying, "Does anyone want to start it?" I'm seeing it. You've got a whole new generation, people discovering Oasis. But I just want to also point out that I'm not talking about bands that make music that sounds like Oasis or frontmen that try and copy Liam Gallagher. I don't like that shit. I still hate that shit. And, most small towns probably have a large percentage of people that want to sound like Oasis. They're making original music that rips off Oasis. I don't like that. I will never, ever like that. I'm talking about dressing up as Oasis and singing Oasis songs well or badly. It doesn't matter because the crowd will sing the rest of the songs anyway. It's about the atmosphere. You're creating the atmosphere. You're creating a big drunken sing-along. And I like that. But I don't like people that just copy the music. I'll never like that. That's shit. That is shite. So, yeah. I'm just purely talking about the true rip-off merchants. So I'm showing love to the true rip-off merchants, the ones that just do Oasis songs and only Oasis songs. And yeah, I just thought I would say that. And let me know in the comments if you actually would come and see me and a few friends, just for maybe one night only, maybe around about Christmas time. We'll just do a shite Oasis tribute night, and I promise we won't even practice. We'll just give it 110%. We'll just go for it, and we'll keep it biblical. Hope you all have a nice weekend and keep it biblical. And that's today's news. Like, subscribe, Patreon, you call that radio.